Hello, welcome back to Ancestors and Alchemists. I will be your reader today. I am just asking that you make sure that you use your intuition during these readings, that you do not make anything fit. And if it resonates, that is wonderful. And then if it doesn't, that's okay. You could go to a different reading or another reader. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in. So, of course, I did a pre shuffle. And so it looks like you are coming up as the Queen of Swords. It looks like you're at a time of in transition, like you're somewhere in between really working hard and kind of being burnt out. And so it feels like right now, it feels like Spirit is saying for you to make sure to rest, for you to make sure that you're getting enough rest. And for some reason, while I was shuffling, it was something about like you. That when you don't get enough, it was something about like night owls or like staying up kind of late. So when you don't get enough rest, it looks like your boundaries are not as high, like your protective boundaries. So I'm not sure if you like do any kind of spell work or ritual or anything like that. So your boundaries are not going to be as strong as they usually are. And also, your brain is not going to click as quickly as it should. And it looks like that is really, this reading is really reading for somebody who is brilliant. You are coming up as the Queen of Swords, and so that gives like cutting and things like that. So maybe that's why the boundaries is all like the boundaries also serves a dual function, right? But also this gives me that you are brilliant, especially with the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords in the upright. But it also looks like you're in like this transition period and kind of like a period of slowing down, and you're kind of reflecting on some things. And for some reason, it was giving me reflecting on an idea. Again, your cards are full of so many swords. And like normally I would think, okay, well, a lot of swords, it just kind of means that this person is worried. That's not the energy that is here. This is your brain is always working. You are methodical in the way that you think. Um, it's almost systematic. Like you are lining things up, you're processing things. It's almost like a computer. Love that for you. But also, your brain might be at a place where you are pushing it really hard, especially when the Knight of Swords comes up and the Page of Swords comes up. It's like you're curious, you are thinking outside of the box, and you want to go 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 go. So I don't have any wands here, but it also feels like you're not. Oh, I'm hearing intuitive. So you're very intuitive. I was gonna say wands. It doesn't. I don't have any wands here, but it feels like, oh, except for the Nine of Wands, it feels like you're really creative. It feels like you are not only a logical processor or a methodical thinker, but you're extraordinarily creative. And so you're able to kind of light fire to these ideas and kind of put them into motion. But what we are missing on your spirit, well, not missing because it's here, but it's very disconnected. We see the Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups kind of at the end. But we'll leave that for later. We'll talk about that in a second. So what also came out, intuitive, of course, is the High Priestess. And so what also came out was the King of Swords. And this actually just looks like, oh. Okay, so I guess this is an X. So you are, it looks like you're kind of in a stagnant is not the word, definitely not the word I'm looking for, but that kind of like slowed down energy, that kind of hangman energy, right? And so somebody else comes up in your sword. It looks like it is the, just like, oh, in your spread, you are the Queen of Swords. This person is the King of Swords, but you are incredibly intuitive. So this is actually describing you. And it also looks like this person sees you as somebody who's very intuitive. And that's part of the reason why they are clinging to you. Um, it's almost like part of them thinks that, no, I'll be fine. Especially like it looks like they're hurt, right? Like with the Ten of Swords in reverse. And it feels like they're hurt, but it feels like, well, this can't get any worse. Like, yeah, this is horrible. It's the worst thing that's ever happened. It couldn't possibly get any worse. And so they are actually thinking about moving on themselves. They're actually thinking about like, okay, so what does happen next? And so they have like these thoughts and ideas about, okay, well, I'm instead of breaking or taking a break like it looks like they should, it doesn't look like they are. Like these two came out side by side, the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. And so they're thinking about what happens next, like almost like what happens in relationship next. Maybe I'll go try something different. But what also came out was this. Oh, sorry, dropped the card down. What also came out was this Five of Pentacles in reverse, which usually means kind of like abundance, some kind of recovery, right? But there's contradicting energy with the Eight of Wands. And so that came out right beside the sideways Nine of Cups and the Four of Swords. So while this person should be, like, it's like they have hope, that something's going to get off the ground, but they're like either pausing it, or they've paused it, or it's been paused, but they still have hope. Like they're wanting to get back out there and see what else is available. And so what else came out, which was puzzling in itself, do I have it in my hand? Yes, I do, was these two came out together. It's the Star and the Chariot. So that landing, the Star and the Chariot landing in the upright, landing on top of the delay with the Prosperity, the Nine of Cups, the Four of Swords. It's the Eight of Cups, but that's okay. It landed on top of everything. So it's kind of like, it kind of feels like hope. Like it kind of feels like this person is really ready to move on. And it also feels like, because these are two major arcanas that came out on top, so what was underneath felt like that's what the person was thinking. These two are giving, yeah, you should go ahead and do that. Like, get that done. That's what it feels like. And I was like, oh, okay, so wait, so there's an X. The X was clingy, and there's a reason that the X is clingy because they're going to miss you. They're going to miss the benefits of you, is what the High Priestess is giving. And then it also looks like, well, they have hope. They're in the Ten of Swords in reverse. Like they felt betrayed, which is not even giving that you betrayed. Like it's not giving that. And it almost feel I wonder, I'm curious because I don't know. And maybe this is just me and showing my pettiness and my toxicity. But I was like, what, this nigga just get to go on? Like you were put in this Nine of Swords energy, but for some reason, this doesn't feel like the Nine of Swords for you felt real. The Ten of Swords feels like self-pity, or like a skewed point of view for some reason. So I don't know what happened between y'all, but it feels like skewed point of view. And it almost feels like where this person knows that they should like take a break and rest a little bit, like before they jump into something else, they also want to go ahead and jump into something else quickly. And they're looking forward to it. They're just seeing that there might be a delay in whatever this recovery is. But it also is looking like, the divine is like, yeah, you should go ahead and do it. So anyway, where the story turns for me as the reader was the Wheel. So there's three major arcanas to me in my language with spirit and with the divine. I'm like, Bubba, so the wheel though, which signifies not time yet. This signifies to me karma. And then this came out. And it was almost like in order to balance the scales, the karma is gonna come. So it was almost like the divine was saying, yeah, go ahead and do that. But also, I got some stuff to pay you back for. Um, and so what I'm thinking is, since you're coming out as the high priestess, you're coming out as the queen of swords. So maybe you're in the, actually you came out twice as the queen of swords. Um, and you're coming out as somebody very brilliant, somebody very methodical. You're also coming out with as the potential of the queen of swords, but there's something that feels really ambivalent. Is that the right word? I don't know. You feel really lackadaisical. Maybe that's the right word. But about love, and I'm feeling that that has something to do with your past person, which is this king of swords. And so I'm guessing that this person did something by which they are needing to recover. Um, yeah, by which they are needing to recover. And they did something by which the divine is ready to quickly pay them back as soon as whatever this is done. So maybe you guys' this relationship is not over yet, because the divine was like, no, I got something for you. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Do that. I got something for you. So that's kind of scary. And then I asked, well, what is, oh, this is not what I want. What is the deal? Because it looked like this Ace of Swords, which I'm going to ask about, is an idea, but there's a slowdown of some sort, or like it's something that you're thinking about, but you are ready to go toward it, but you can't all the way because you're still kind of burnt out. And so your boundaries are kind of down, and the way in which you are able to process with your brain and use your creativity, if you're not resting, because that's what it feels like. If you're not resting, this idea stays just a possibility. Like it hasn't come to fruition is what it looks like. And so it almost also looks like the death card came out, because I think I asked about what the pause was about, and so the death card came out in sideways, and so it kind of just looks like you are in transition. You are getting ready to end something in order to start something, because what also came out was the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And so it looks like while you are getting ready to end something officially with whoever this King of Swords is. And I think that's why Spirit is, it almost feels like Spirit is trying to move you out of the way so they can deal with whoever this person is. That's giving really scary energy, actually. It's giving really scary energy to me. That feels frightful in my body. Like I feel anxious and I feel nervous, like all in here. Because you feel very, like you feel defensive, and you feel decisive, or moreover, you feel decisive. You feel very brilliant. But this is giving me innocent for some reason. Your spread gives me innocence. Like it almost looks like it gives me innocence to the point where God is like, I'm going to use what's up here to bring you an idea that is going to allow you to be the Nine of Pentacles. So not only will you be single, but you're gonna have some money, and abundantly so. But this is by yourself. So it's almost like whatever it is that's going on with this King of Swords, this clingy ex, they got to get out the way for the divine to hand you this, and maybe even to hand you this, because it's going to be something about an idea that you have that involves your creativity, and you seem really curious, and you seem really ambitious, and you seem creative, almost creative to the point where you're like, no, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I want to do all these things. Like all 9 of these wands reminds me of all the ideas that you have that you're working on, but you're working on them at the same time, almost to the point of exhaustion. If you can see that card, like he's kind of beat up. And so the warning is for you to get rest. Okay, Spirit is saying get some rest. Go to bed at night. Okay, okay. Because and also that there's something ending. There's something ending, but there's also something beginning. I'm surprised that I didn't see because this is the 10 of Pentacles, which while you're coming up as the 9 of Pentacles, that thing that, you didn't see, the 10 of Pentacles is just one more pentacle. But that one more pentacle is brought by an offer of the King of Pentacles. So I'm not sure if this is a love match or just an opportunity, but this King of Pentacles feels like a person. And also, I had this thought earlier in this spread that it wasn't just that you're ambitious, that this Knight of Swords and this Page of Swords that we have that's coming out. So you are ambitious. You could be have earth placements. You could have water placements. You could have air placements. Whoever the sorry, my brain just kind of scatters. You could also be a Pisces or some kind of water sign. Which gives me a lot of water, a lot more water. So you could be a main water sign in your top 3, like the sun, moon, Venus, or rising, and also you could have some air in your chart, because there's a lot of air. But again, I don't think that has anything to do. It could. You could very well be an air sign, but I don't think it has anything to do with like the zodiac. I think it has some. There's the six of Pentacles again. I think it has something to do with your mind, like your brain. And so, anyhoozle, when I was looking at the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords, it gave me a few different things. Like it gave me that you are brilliant, and you're like the way that your mind works is unbelievable. Your ambition is crazy. It also gave me that people were watching you. Yeah, that you had a lot of eyes on you. Like a lot of people curious as to like, okay, well, how is this going to turn out with the King of Swords? So I don't know what that energy is about. But also what nobody sees, except for maybe you, I'm not sure, is this King of Pentacles coming up. Yeah, there was a lot of eyes on you. And then it might also, this Knight of Swords might also, oh, it doesn't feel like the King of Pentacles though. Like the King of Pentacles feels kind of removed. Like his energy doesn't feel like I'm fixing to go swoop in and do something crazy. Like that's not the energy that he's giving at all. He feels very kind of back in the cut and like kind of waiting. Yeah, it feels like he's just kind of waiting. And so, anyhoozle, I saw the six of Pentacles in reverse came out, just like it came out in for whoever this X is, and I'm not sure why that came out, so I'm gonna ask. Okay. Okay, why the Six of Pentacles? Okay, so where you had with this other person, like like I said, you felt innocent. This other person felt like they were feeling sorry for themselves, or like in some way, like this, whatever the story is has been skewed in their brain. I don't know. So where it looks like the divine is like, now I got something for you. Go ahead and do that. I got something for you. As soon as I move her out the way, or him out the way. There is no gender in tarot. It also looks like, because this was in reverse, it also looks like you were used to this person and people in general not committing or commending to you the pentacles that they owed you, not investing in the way that they should. And in this way, it also feels like that Nine of Pentacles that we saw is payback, like, but payback from the divine. So where the wheel is in the reverse for whoever your partner was, it's actually in the upright for you. And so the pentacles, I don't think those are pentacles, but they look like pentacles right now. The pentacles that people would withhold from you, that this person in some ways withheld from you, it looks like you're getting paid back, right? Like, it looks like this King of Pentacles is not by themselves, but you joined them then as the Queen of Pentacles. You're getting paid back. So for all the times that people refused to invest in you, and that's kind of what made you having to figure things out for yourself, because folks wouldn't come and invest in a way. 2234 might be significant. 2233 might be significant. Where people would not invest, you had to figure out how to do a lot of things by yourself. So that feels like family. That feels like love. You just made your own way. And so you have the Queen of Swords coming out twice, not necessarily because you are cold. At least that's not what I see here necessarily, but because you are sharp. That's why it's coming out. And so what we're seeing is that you're getting paid back for all the times that people would not invest. You're going to have your own. Hence the Nine of Pentacles that came out, that was on the bottom of the deck. But not only are you getting paid back like this and with resource, but you're getting paid back with a match who will invest in you. You're just waiting for them to offer you that pentacle to reverse this Ten of Pentacles. And so this, I wonder if this Ten of Pentacles has something to do with your swords, because I'm seeing a lot of swords here. So you have the idea, you have the creativity. There's some cups that are kind of hanging around here, so that's there. But you don't have any pentacles that are coming out. And so you would, 2411 on the timer, you would need to round all of that out to make this Ace of Swords come to fruition, if that makes sense. I hope you're following me. So all you're doing is waiting for this King of Pentacles to give you this Ace of Pentacles offer to reverse this Ten of Pentacles, if that makes sense. And so we're also seeing the Devil in reverse. We're seeing the King of Cups, and then we are seeing the Five of Cups. And so it's almost like this person, like you, has been this person, like you, has been really disappointed in love, is what it looks like. You're not the only one. Like, they have been to a point where they felt lonely, and they felt isolated, and it feels like they felt by themselves, and almost in a class of their own. And in a lot of ways, that made them the emperor. So where it made your brain work methodically because it had to, it made them climb up. I felt like levels of success. That was what I heard. So it made them climb up in the levels of success, or whatever, or what of whatever industry that they do. They are a leader in it. They're brilliant in it, and so it looks like both of you have kind of suffered, right, in that way, because you came out earlier as the Nine of Swords, and you both came out as the Queen of Swords and the Emperor, which makes me, it kind of looks like unequal yoking, but it's not giving unequal yoking, because you're coming out as the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and this Queen of Cups is also you. What am I missing? Queen of Wands, and you have Wands here. And so it's it kind of looks like you two are unequally yoked, but I bet if I kept pulling, actually I did see the sorry, Thor agrees with me. I did see the Empress earlier. It just didn't come out. So the Empress didn't come out. So it kind of looks like you might be unequally yoked. And maybe when you meet this person, you will be showing more of your Queen of Swords energy. But whoever this person is already the King of Pentacles and is already the Emperor. And so towards you, the King of Pentacles is the persona that's going to come forward. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not confusing you. And so it looks like you two also both, because all these came out together, you two also both kind of share in that heartbreak, but are releasing it, right? And this person is very smart too. They're warm. So they could be some kind of earth sign, or they could be an Aries, or they could just be passionate. I don't have any reason to think that right now, but they're giving warmth and really stable with the King of Pentacles. Yeah, they're giving that in this moment. And so you guys are going to invest, but not just invest, but invest in each other. And this is going to be something, I know it's in reverse. It just hasn't come to fruition yet. This person is going to invest in you. It's not just for generational wealth, right? Like, what you guys build is going to be beautiful, and what you guys build is also going to be long term. Like, they're going 323 might be significant. They're going to continue to invest. So where other people didn't, which who cares, because that made you the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. This person is going to invest for the long haul, and it is going to be, I'm feeling wish fulfillment also. So the Star card would probably also come out, but this is going to be like a cycle that doesn't end, if that makes sense. But it's complete, but it doesn't end. And it's a continuation. So this could be a past life relationship, is what it's feeling like. The Queen of Swords and the Emperor. I totally forgot that I kept seeing the Empress over and over and over again, but it didn't come out. So I was like, whatever. Anywho, this the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, is also coming out as the King of Cups, which matches your Queen of Cups. And so where you feel pretty about love is only because you have not met the counterpart, or the person who matches. I heard matches your freak. I told you he was fiery. So you two could be water signs. Both of you could be or have water in your main parts of your chart. But where you also match is that you are releasing yourself, or it looks like this person probably already has released themselves, and it looks like though you're kind of over like the turmoily part of whatever the past relationships were, um, it's still not all the way done, if that makes sense. And this could also feel like both of you two are surprised that you were able, how can I say that? This is your justice. And it also feels like both of you two are surprised. Yeah. Like both of you two are surprised that you actually get to meet somebody who matches you in frequency, matches you in air, is what I'm hearing. So maybe that has something to do with like how smart this other person is, but like matches you in frequency, matches you in air, matches you in heart. Like just it's so compatible. Um it's like both of you two are surprised that 3131 on the timer, that you match so well. That's what it feels like. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, so that's beautiful. So you have something that is ending, um, and something that is beginning, and it looks like it is a counterpart, and it feels like it's going to be whirlwind. A lot of blue, um, and the blue is giving me water. And oh, also, it kind of looks like you like chilling. Like you're almost a wild card to this person. And this person is glad to have an infusion of some different kind of energy, because you feel these two came out together. You feel different, like the Queen of Swords and the Emperor, right? But you also feel very, very, very compatible. Very, very, very compatible. And I don't even know how, like it's almost like y'all are gonna be talking, and you're gonna be able to talk forever, and you're gonna be able to talk about like all sorts of things, and you, though you two are so different, it's not gonna feel like you're different. Like, yeah, it's not gonna feel like you're different. It's gonna feel like just close. Like it's just gonna feel like a closeness that you have not, that's what it is, a closeness you've not experienced in this lifetime. Okay, ancestors are talking already. All right. So they want you to know, let me see. Any naked people on here? No. Okay. So they want you to know that it is perfectly acceptable and okay, and all the other things for you to like be this. Like that is just a part of your journey. That's a part of your growing. Like that, like you being brazen, and like you living out loud, and you like being abundant and enjoying life. Again, we see a lot of water and a lot of blue. So this could be something about the throat chakra. And you all could be water signs, or you could be water sign. You're just very abundant. And it feels like your ancestors are saying live into that abundance. Oh, and almost like with the number 17, I don't know why this came up, but with the number 17, it's almost given like a regression, but not in a bad way, but like for you to go back to your innocence. Like it was giving me 17, like 17, the year, the birthday, right? So for you to almost like you're gonna be regressing in age. So as you get older, you'll look younger, or as you get older, you'll feel younger. And I think that has something to do with whoever this teddy bear is and you doing your own work, right? And so they're saying live like you a 17-year-old again. What's that movie? Was it called 17 again? Maybe watch that. I can't even remember who was in it. Like, I want to say it was like a teeny bopper movie from like the 90s or something, maybe, or early 2000s. Maybe watch that. I don't know, but it's gonna be like you're going back to those times, like the freedom of those times. And this is a connection where you both will share grief, but you'll share it in a way that where you're vulnerable. You'll share it in a way that feels really nurturing, that feels really what is the word? Me and my words. Like, the idea is like, this is not the right word, but it's contagious. That's the idea. Like, it's gonna be, does that make sense? Yeah, it's gonna give Six of Pentacles. Like, it's gonna give equal give and take. And so you all will be able to share the deepest parts of yourselves. Like, you'll be able to be honest, you'll be able to be open, like you're going to feel safe in this relationship. You're going to feel safe in this relationship, and you can be safe enough to shine. So where you weren't quite able to shine as much before, and some of your habits were, you know, self-sabotage, and then you had a kind of scarcity mindset. Your ancestors are also saying make sure to ground yourself, but you're going to be going into a time. Oh, I didn't even notice this. She's pregnant. Again, Empress, you're going to be going into a time with by yourself, because you're the Nine of Pentacles, by your own self, but with this person also, where you, what was I even talking? Oh, where you can shine, where you can feel, where it's not going to be a threat to somebody else. Because that's what this feels like. It feels like this King of Swords was threatened. And this other person is not going to feel threatened by you because they match your fly. They match your energy. They are a lot like you in a lot of ways. And so just make sure to be open. Make sure to dive back into your Queen of Cups, because you need that love. You need that intuition to flow. You need that vulnerability. You can be that with this person versus where you had to be defensive, and like think fast with this last person. And so your ancestors are telling you that this is going to be a beautiful connection, that 333 on both clocks. That's weird. Those are usually not synced up like that. 333 on both clocks. And so your ancestors are saying this is going to be a very beautiful connection, a divine connection, and it's going to feel like you're getting younger. Yeah. Good stuff. Good energy. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. I love you. Bye. You're doing good.